Here is one of my favorite owlet books, and it goes well with today's adventure.
Owl Babies by Martin Waddell, illustrated by Patrick Benson. Once there were 3 baby owls, Sarah, Percy, and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their mother owl. The hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it. It was their house. One night, they woke up and their owl mother was gone. "Where's Mommy?" asked Sarah. "Oh my goodness," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. That's Bill. The baby owls thought, "All owls think a lot." "I think she has gone hunting," said Sarah. "To get us our food," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. But their mother owl didn't come. The babies came out of their house, and they sat on a tree and waited. A big branch for Sarah, a small branch for Percy, and an old piece of ivy for Bill. "She'll be back," said Sarah. "Back soon," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. It was dark in the woods, and they had to be brave, for things moved all around them. "She'll bring us mice and things that are nice," said Sarah. "I suppose so," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. They sat and they thought, "All owls think a lot." "I think we should all sit on my branch," said Sarah. And they all did, all 3 together. "Suppose she got lost," said Sarah. "Or a fox got her," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. The baby owls closed their owl eyes and wished their mother owl would come. And she came. Soft and silent, she swooped through the trees to Sarah, Percy, and Bill. "Mommy!" they cried, and they flapped and they danced and they bounced up and down on their branch. "What is all the fuss?" their mother asked. "You knew I'd come back." The baby owls thought, "All owls think a lot." "I knew it," said Sarah. "I knew it," said Percy. "I love my mommy," said Bill. The end.
This is Bill. Bill is going to be the gentleman who climbs up to the nest and removes the owlets from the nest and brings them to the ground so they could be weighed, measured, and a band could be put on their leg so that if somebody were to find them, they would report where the owl was found, and that gives Bill some information. He's wearing a hockey helmet to protect him in case Mom and Dad decide to attack him. That did not happen today. Bill used a climbing rope and tree spikes on his shoes to help give him a grip as he climbed up to the nest to gather the owlets so they could be weighed and banded and measured. After putting the owlets in a bag, Bill lowered them to the ground, and my daughter and Marissa and I held the bags. The first owlet out of the bag was weighed, a leg band was applied to its leg, and then Bill measured the fourth primary flight feather on its wing, and he had a graph that told him how old that owlet was. He calculated this owlet was 25 days old. The second owlet out of the bag was the oldest one and the largest one. This one he calculated that she was 27 days old. Owls usually lay eggs every other day, so owlets are hatched every other day. So this one's 2 days older than the first one. The third owlet out of the bag was the youngest, and Bill said he usually is worried about them to make sure they're being fed well. He called this one a little porker, and she was well fed, and he was not worried at all about her growth, except by calculating her age based on her flight feather, she was 17 days old. So she was much younger than the other two, and I wouldn't have seen her for a while from the ground looking up at the nest. Here are some cell phone photos that Bill took when he was up in the nest. And you can see the babies are surrounded by food. Next to that pink ribbon is the woodcock. So no more woodcock videos for us. It's in the owl nest. But there were 2 bunnies up in the nest, and the little one here is eating a bunny leg. The babies are surrounded by food, and there's a couple bunnies and a squirrel. This is normal for owls to do. And I like this photo. The little owlet, she has got her wings up, making herself look big and scary so that Bill will leave her alone. After Bill was done with the owlet, I put on my gloves to protect my hand from the talons, and he showed me the proper way to hold it. And when I was holding the owlet, it decided to pee on my shirt. See the wet spot on my shirt? And then it was Marissa's turn to hold the owlet, and she was just a little bit excited to be able to hold her first owlet. Here is a great photo that my wife took of the first owlet. And after all 3 were banded, we had to do a family photo with the 3 of us, Marissa, Mrs. Boris, and Mr. Boris, and the 3 owlets. Bill climbed back up, put the owlets in the nest, and here is how he came down out of the tree. Thank you, Bill.